Hi there everybody and welcome back to another Prestige Liquids video. My name is Andrew and today I'm going to be giving you my my list of top 10 whiskies to try before you die. Now, some of these are considered to be, basic general entry whiskies into, say, the world of whiskey drinking. Some of them might be a little bit hard to come by. But as mentioned, this is my list of top 10 whiskies to try before you die. All of these whiskies are whiskies that I've had, that I've really enjoyed, and I hope that maybe one day you will also be able to come across them and find out for yourself whether you think they should make your list. So, without further ado, let's get into the list. In no particular order, I am starting off with my number one, Glen 12. Now, the Glen 12 is a classic Highland sherry cask finished, aged 12 years old. It is absolutely incredible. Everything that you could ask for a whiskey, it has it. It'll be very hard to come by a person who does not enjoy the Glen 12. So if you're able to find that, grab it. You'll really enjoy it. Number two, the Aberlour Abernard. Now, the Abernard is a cask strength edition whiskey that has been made by Aberlour. Again, absolutely incredible sherry bomb whiskey, but be warned, it is at cask strength. The bottle that I have is, I think, bottled at about 60.1%, so it is quite strong. You may need to try watering it down a little bit just to get it to the flavor profile that you're comfortable with. Number three, the three, two, whichever one. So number three is the Lagavulin 12-year-old. Now, the Lagavulin 12-year-old, it is an Islay whiskey produced by Lagavulin. It has become a whiskey now that is being released year by year. I have been fortunate to be able to have both the 2017 and 2018 edition. So far, I have been blown away by these two whiskies. Again, I'm fairly certain these have been bottled at cask strength as well, or at least close to it. They are quite high up there in the ABV. Expect a good, strong, smoky, peaty whiskey. I think pretty much everything that you love about Lagavulin 16, but brought up there, up on a higher scale. So if you're able to come across them, 2 thumbs up. Now, this one might be a little bit harder for you to come by. It is an Australian whiskey, but it is starting to make its way out into the rest of the world, which is fantastic for all you guys out there who may be living out in the UK, the US, or out in Whoop Whoop somewhere. So, number 4, the Starward Solera cask. I have recently put up a video about this, so again, you can go back to one of those to see my actual review on it. But it is a perfect example of what we Aussies can do with like a sherry cask finished whiskey. Now, I've got to be clear, the Starward Solera is actually made using Apera casks, which is the Australian version of sherry, but hey, let's leave it at that, and let's move on to number 5. Number 5, again, is going to be another one that is going to be quite difficult to come by. Again, it is another Starward whiskey, and unfortunately, it has become one of my favorite whiskeys, and that is the Starward Bourbon Cask release that they made. The Starward Bourbon Cask was made using both ex-Wild Turkey and Maker's Mark bourbon barrels, and obviously being made using the standard Starward whiskey release, which is actually the Solera cask. Previous nod to the number 4. But yeah, fantastic whiskey. You can definitely taste those Wild Turkey and Maker's Mark characteristics coming through in that incredible finish. Absolutely fantastic. Guys, if you are able to find a bottle anywhere, go for it. I reckon you'll absolutely enjoy it. Now, number 6. I might get shot for this. I might even I could be assassinated, who knows. But what is life without a little bit of controversy? My number 6 is the Johnnie Walker Blue Label. Now, I hear you, you're saying Johnny Walker Blue, like what the hell is this guy thinking? Now, my reason behind this is purely for this reason alone. It is a whiskey that you should at least try once before you die. The thing is with the Johnny Walker Blue, it's not a great whiskey, but it's not a bad whiskey. For me, I believe that it's a product of its time. I mean, we need to think of it in the perspective that when the Johnny Walker Blue label was released, it came at a time when blended whiskies were the way to go, and everybody was snobbing off single malt. I mean, now you'll see we've done a total flip around. We go crazy over single malt whiskies, but we snob off blended. So look, if you get a chance and if you're willing to spend that little bit of extra money, try the Johnny Walker Blue for yourself and just find out for yourself what we go on about. Like I said, it's not horrible. It is a decent, nice whiskey, but just probably not worth the full price of what you would have to pay for it. Now, moving on. Number 7 is the Lafroig 10. Lafroig 10 was my gateway into Islay peated whiskies. It was one of my very first proper whiskies that I had ever tried. And for me, there has been no turning back since then. I love the Lafroig 10. It has your salty iodine notes. It has your coastal peated smoke, medicinal. Everything that you could want in a Islay peated whiskey is right there in a bottle of Lafroig 10. Guys, stop this video right now. Go pour yourself a glass of Lafroig 10 and then come back and enjoy the rest of this video. Lafroig 10, one of my favorites. Number 8, the Talisca 18-year-old. Now, the Talisca 18 is a whiskey that will just blow your mind. It will take everything you know about the standard Talisca 10, flip it on its head, and just make you think, what the hell did I just drink? The Talisca 18 is just nothing. I can't even form a sentence. It is incredibly sweet. It is smooth, but yet it also has that nice salty seaside peated note that we all love from Talisca. It is generally affordable for an 18-year-old whiskey. So again, if you can find it for a decent price, definitely go and pick it up. I cannot stress how much I love that whiskey. It is incredible. Okay, so now moving on. Number 9, the Wild Turkey 101. Now, for me, when I first tried the standard Wild Turkey, I enjoyed it, but I wasn't impressed. I recently bought a bottle of the 101, and again, mind blown. I can now understand why everybody rates the Wild Turkey 101 so highly. It is the whiskey that the standard Wild Turkey wants to be. It has a beautiful full flavor, being perfect at that higher ABV of 50.5%. It is incredible. Very easy to drink, very affordable, and it has all those classic bourbon notes that you will just absolutely love. Now, moving on to number 10, again, another one that may be a bit hard for you to find, but I was lucky when I got it. I was able to get it for an affordable price, and it was the last bottle in stock, and that is the Carlisle Distillers Edition. Now, it was a 12-year-old whiskey, absolutely incredible. Unfortunately, I'm still yet to actually try the Carlisle 12-year-old, so I have really no reference to compare it against in the rest of the Carlisle range. But man, the Distillers Edition was absolutely incredible. If you, again, I keep harping on this, if you love your Islay peated smoky whiskies, then the Carlisle Distillers Edition is something that you'll absolutely love. You would not regret that purchase. So again, go ahead and grab a bottle if you can. Like I said, that's it. That's my list of 10 whiskies to try before you die. If you've been able to try any of these, or say if you agree or disagree with any of my choices there, please drop a comment below. Add a like and tap that subscription button. Also hit the bell notification so you can stay up to date with all my other upcoming reviews. Yeah, so that's it. My name is Andrew. I look forward to seeing you all again on my very next video. Get this.